In this video I'm talking about Atomos Ninja V monitor video recorder. There is a lot of reviews of Ninja V already out there, so this is not a review as such, but my personal reasons why this is literally a must-have tool for any filmmaker and why I use it and like it. So if you are thinking of buying Ninja V and you need some reassurance that this is the right device for you, I'm gonna give you 8 main reasons why I use it and how it makes my filmmaking life much easier. If you are new to this channel, my name is Pav, and here I talk about photography and video related gear weekly, so if this is your kind of thing, then please consider subscribing. Also, if you would like to support this channel, check out my t-shirt shop where you can buy a t-shirt like this from the link below in the description. This is my own Ninja V recorder that I have purchased with my own money, and this video is not sponsored and I wasn't paid by anyone to say anything specific about it. So all the opinions here are my own and 100% unbiased. Okay, let's do this. Firstly, I can tell you that this screen is tough, and I mean really tough. I have been using it regularly professionally and to make my weekly YouTube videos with for just over a year now, and in that time it has been packed, unpacked, handled, fingered and generally used, and maybe just a tiny bit abused as well. And after all that time, the screen hasn't got a mark on it. It's like brand new. It's made to last. It records into external solid state drives and does it in Apple ProRes format as well as Avid's DNX HR. For me, a Mac user recording in Apple ProRes is really good, as my MacBook Pro can handle Apple ProRes files very well, much better than any internally recorded files from any camera brand that I have been using. Also, I can use Nikon and Sony cameras on the same shoot and record into the same hard drive on my Ninja V from each camera. I very often edit directly from the Ninja V's SSD hard drives, so to have all the files needed for the project, even when they were recorded with different cameras on the same SSD without copying or moving anything around, saves me a lot of time. And talking about file formats, this device can record 12-bit RAW video from any supported camera right now. It seems like almost every new mirrorless camera coming out now can do that. Well, almost. And Atomos keeps releasing new firmware updates to enable RAW recording for new cameras, but more about it a little bit later. One feature you must have heard about already is 1000 nits of brightness. I'm not going to go technical here as I have no clue what that actually means, but I know that this 5-inch full HD screen is bright enough to be clearly visible outside on a sunny day. It really is this bright. I use it very often on a gimbal and I never ever had to think that it is too bright outside for me to see what's on it. I don't like using sun hoods, and I need to be able to see what I'm focusing on, especially when focusing manually. This delivers, even on the very bright days. There is no time limit when recording. I know that a lot of new cameras coming out now don't have recording time limits, but if you, like me, use cameras that are limited to only 30-minute recording time, this solves this problem. It will record as long as there is space on your SSD hard drive and camera is still powered. Doesn't seem like a big deal, but if you record events or even in interviews or people talking for a long time, this is a must-have add-on onto the camera that by default stops every 30 minutes. You can add your own LUTs to Ninja V for preview purposes. What does it mean? I record pretty much everything in log, flat profile format. If I just monitor the log feed as is, I won't be able to see what my footage actually looks like. It will display as really dull and lacking color and contrast. It will be also hard to adjust brightness and white balance in camera correctly. You can actually create your own LUT, color correction for the format you are filming in Adobe Premiere, Final Cut Pro or DaVinci Resolve, load it to Ninja V and view what you are filming in your own color style. More than that, you can actually output the video color corrected via HDMI to another display as well at the same time. Very, very useful. This thing is packed full of very useful tools, but another feature that is absolute must for me is the focus peaking. Easy to switch on and off when you need it, and you have control over the color and the thickness of the overlay, making it much easier to nail manual focusing quickly and accurately. To this, I need to add that there is also every other visual tool that you can think of to help you to get your exposure and white balance right. RGB parades, vector scopes, false color displays are all great and very useful when filming in more difficult lighting conditions to easily determine if any part of your shot is overexposed or underexposed and to get the white balance right. I hear that a lot of these units have slight green cast to the picture, and I'm pretty sure mine is suffering from it, but there is a way to calibrate the display by yourself, but it involves spending more money on more gear that you won't use very often. Or you can just send it to Atomos and pay them to be calibrated for you. I do not film anything that needs 100% correct white balance. I mean 100% correct technically anyway. I use gray cards and go for what looks right to me, and as I film everything in log anyway, this is very easy to adjust in post anyway. Ninja V has got great audio preamps. Yes, there is only 3.5mm line mic socket for your mic, but the recorded sound is miles better than recording it directly to the camera. I think every single audio in videos recorded on this channel in the last year is directly from my Ninja V. Obviously not now because I'm holding it in my hand. This is the sound recorded with a Rode Wireless Go directly to the camera. And this is the sound recorded with exactly the same microphone but directly to Ninja V. Can you hear the difference? There is not only a bit more detailed control of your levels, but the sound you get from it is really good. If you don't need balanced XLR, this is really the best next thing you're gonna get here. Ninja V is future proof. New firmware is being released regularly to support new cameras and log formats. So actually it is an extension of whatever camera you have now or might be using in the future. It's like the camera is just a lens and a sensor when used with Ninja V, and Ninja V is the brains. So even though you might be switching the cameras, the recording interface and all the tools would always remain the same. It's been out for a while, but I don't think the new version needs to be released anytime soon. All they need to do is keep releasing new firmware updates to move functionality and compatibility of this device into the future. To summarize it all, to me this is pretty much a perfect tool for what I need it for. It surely has got little niggles and it's not literally 100% perfect, but it does everything I needed to make my workflow better and easier very well. The only thing that I hate about it, since I have been using it, is the fact how much I rely on it when I'm recording video. Like now, when I actually have to record to the card in the camera and audio to external recorder here, I am missing it in action already. So on that note, I'm wrapping up so I don't have to record to the card in the camera ever again. Well, unless I have to. I hope this video was helpful to you in any way. If so, please give me the thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. 1, 2, test, test, test. ProRes. Funky sing. And this is the sound recorded with a Rode. This is the sound recorded with a Rode Wireless. And this is the sound recorded with a Rode Wireless.